The captain of the cargo vessel Spanner, Buran Sizrig, has taken on a new job that his crew, the short-termers, isn't too excited about. They're hunting Sona, one of the system's most dangerous fugitives. A tip has brought them to the moon planet, Kibir Y-32, otherwise known as Double Down. After setting the shuttle down a few miles away from her base and hiking at night, the crew arrives at dawn to find that Sona's gang is awake and alert.
Hey everybody, this is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer, and welcome to a new playthrough video. Today, I'm playing Stargrave by Joseph McCullough. Specifically, I'm playing this expansion called Dead or Alive. Now, I've already rolled up my bad guy. Her name is Sona. She's a fugitive. My captain has taken on a job to go hunt her down, but it's not going to be easy. She has a gang, and her base right now is being pretty carefully guarded. Let me give you a tour of everything. So my captain and crew have already done a layout. They did some satellite imagery. They know where the buildings are. They believe that Sona's in here. Or no, Sona, excuse me. Her name's Sona. They believe she's in here. She is. Don't know what she's doing. She could be sleeping, doing TPS reports. I have no idea. But she will come out when the action starts. They know she's in there because there are three soldiers, three gang members that are circling, they're patrolling and guarding this building. They're not double moving, they're moving cautiously, so they'll be doing one move action until the firing begins. These three were given the task of guarding the fusion reactor. They will also only do a single move. They go in three different directions and they turn around and come back. They're not guarding the perimeter, they're guarding the fusion reactor because if it goes down or if the communications go down, they cannot call their ship to come and rescue them. And then finally, over here in the corner, we have a guard tower. The two up here, one is a burner, he has a flamethrower, and the other has a pistol, which that's the best. I mean, it's a recruit. They have a pistol. And every turn, they will move clockwise around like this to just keep an eye on things. And hopefully they, of course, once fighting begins, they will either use their weapons or they will descend the tower and help out. So my crew is all tucked in down here at this corner. Now, I've been giving this some thought. I don't want to trigger the combat too early because Sona, she wants to run. If she doesn't see an enemy, her tendency is to flee the area, and I don't want that. I need to get her. She needs to be taken out. So, what I've been thinking about this, one of the strategies I'm leaning towards is splitting my crew and moving one this way and one this way under the bridge and doing this turn. This will get them closer to the center where they won't be seen, and then maybe I can do, in a lot of games like chess and stuff, owning the center is probably one of the best strategies of a game. Sometimes I don't go that route, but in this one, knowing she's in this building and knowing sort of where the layout of the bad guys are, I'm thinking I need to get in closer, mainly because my poor recruits, and I got 5 of them, they only have pistols. I can't afford a whole lot. I've got pistols, and their range is like 10. So they're not very, they got to get in close. So the way this game works, if you're not familiar with it, it's broken into phases. First phase, the captain goes. Second phase, the first mate. Third phase, if you're playing a player versus player game, would be the soldier phase. And then the fourth phase would be wandering creatures. Well, I'm playing solo. So for a solo game, it's slightly different. Captain goes first phase, first mate goes second phase, and then the enemy goes before my soldier phase. But there is a slight trick that I have up my sleeve. The captain and the first mate, on their phases, they can activate 3 of their crewmen, soldiers, who are within 3 inches of them. So I've got 8 soldiers in all. So each one of them gets 3. That means 2 soldiers are gonna be left to activate during the soldier phase because I can activate 3 each. 3 with the captain, 3 with the first mate. So that's what I'm gonna do. So in the first phase, my captain will go. My captain has a move of 6. He also, along with the first mate, has the ability to cast powers. Now, powers are interesting. They have a cost. You have to roll a die and hit a certain number, but some of them actually will cause damage to you. It's called strain. So on the captain's first turn, he's going to activate 1, 2, 3. Actually, I don't know how I got this guy's over here. He's going to activate this group right here. So the captain, during group activation, you can move each one of them and then perform an action, or you can move them all at once and then do the actions on the next thing. But the move action has to be first. You can do your action and then move. Or the captain no, let me rephrase that. The captain can ignore his move and take his action, but the move is gone. So I'm going to go ahead and move him. He moves 6. So I'm going to move him all the way to right here. Now the guards can't see. Their view from here is limited. So as long as I keep them, behind that, I'm okay. My gunner moves 7. That's this one. My Pathfinder, the robot, moves 7, and my medic moves 7. Oh no, the gunner moves 5. Excuse me. So let's get all the 7s moved up first. That would be my robot and my medic. And then the gunner can move 5. He will move up right behind. So they're in a line. They're going to come in here and sneak through here. Now that the move is done, my captain wants to cast a power. That power is going to be, I've got 5. Adrenaline Surge, Armor Plates, Regenerate, which heals you 3 points. Fling, which allows me to move a member 6 more inches or one of the enemies 6 inches. And Camouflage. Camouflage, if I activate it, no figure can draw a line of sight to me more than 12 inches away. So it basically makes me invisible for 13, beyond 12 inches. I think I want to do that one. Now, its activation number is a 10, and it has what's called a strain of 2. That's how much damage I'll take if it's successfully activated. The other thing, when you cast a power, before you do it or after, it doesn't matter, you get to move an extra 3 inches. So it's like a little boost. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the captain up here around the corner. He's going to do his power. It's called a power move, 3 inches, and I'm going to try to empower Camouflage. I need a 10 or higher. What is that? A 6. Oh, I failed it. So I don't take any damage, but it doesn't activate. So I didn't activate it. That is it. They can double move. So he can move 7, so he can move 3.5. This guy can move 7, so he can move 3.5, and he can move 2.5. So he's lagging behind. And that is the end of the captain phase. So the first mate has 5 recruits. They are the lowest of the low. Not much skill, but he works with what he can. He is going to move. He can move 6. He'll move up here to this corner to peek around. He sees this one, and he sees that one. So he's going to tell 3 of the guys, 1, 2, 3, to move up with him. And he's going to hold, because they know that they're patrolling. So he's hoping that there's going to be a hole in their movement, something he can take advantage of. But while he waits, he's going to cast one of his own powers. He has something called Coordinated Fire, which gives a member of the crew or himself +1 shoot, and it lasts for the entire game. Let me try that. It has an activation of 12. It's harder for him to cast it, but a strain of 0. I rolled a 14, so he is now, instead of +2 shoot, he is +3 shoot. Nice. And by the way, when you cast a successful power, you want to keep track of it. I'll do that on my board here. The reason being is I have 10, you can get up to 10 of these. They're 10 XP each, so a maximum of 100 XP if you can cast 10 successful powers. And that's whether it's cast by your captain or your first mate. So keep track of them. You do get XP. And that is going to be it for my first mate. So let's go see how this works. These 3 right here are on patrol duty. This guy is my armored lizard. He's a Pathfinder. He can move 7. He will move 7 this way. He looks around, sees nothing. The red snake is a burner with a flamethrower. I don't like those. He can move The burner can move 5, so he will move 5 this way. And then this lone recruit, he's just moving back and forth between the stairs. So he moves up here, tells this guy, hey, how you doing? The guy tells him to, get off. He's a pro. This is a newbie. And now we go to the patrol. The patrol moves clockwise, and they only do one move. They're being cautious, so they will do one move action. So green here, a double move is like you're running or sprinting. So green here that's my comm guy. He is a trooper. Troopers move 5. He will move 5 this way. So he's going to move to right there. Blue here, blue snake, is a burner. He moves 5. So I'm going to move him up 5. And then the recruit here in the corner moves 6. So I'm going to move him 6 this way. And he is in front of the door. And then my guys on the tower, they move clockwise. They're looking out, he's looking in. He cannot see them over there, which is good. And she's still in there doing whatever. All right, that is the end of the enemy phase. Now we do soldier phase. I've got 2 soldiers left. I'm going to send one up here, and I'm going to send the other. He can move 5, and then he can move, well, he'll move right up next to him. He double moved, and that is the end of the soldier phase. So now the phase starts over, and we go to the captain phase. Once again, my captain is right here. He can activate this one and this one, not these 2. They're going to have to move because they're more than 3 inches away. So on this one, he is going to move across here, trying to get up towards the tower. The robot, I want them all under this bridge. So the robot will move, medic will move, and then the captain is going to try to cast another power. He can do a 3-inch move, but I don't really need to do it right now because I need to come out here and shoot at them on my next turn, maybe. Let's try to cast camouflage again. He needs to roll a 10 or higher. I rolled 5. He fails it, so no luck there. Everybody can double move, but they don't really need to. I'm just going to group them. And he's like, okay, first mate, what do you got? First mate's phase. He still sees blue. It's not yet time to step out. However, if I shoot him with my, well, what has he got? First mate has a rapid fire. That would alert them. That would, well, the rapid fire, you can decide whether it makes noise or not. It could be a laser. It could be quiet. If I shoot him going down is not going to be visible to the tower because of the trees here. And he won't be spotted until that one over there gets all the way around, which is going to be at least 2, maybe 3 moves. But that's a long shot to take him out. If I don't take him out, I give away my position. I think what I could do is wait one more round. He will end up over here, and then I can move them out here into cover. I think that's what I may do. Let's do that. All right, so rather than move, he tells him hold, and he's going to cast coordinated fire on one of his on the robot. So he needs to roll a 12 or higher. I rolled a 3. He failed it. All right, so that is a bummer. Darn it. No luck there. All right, he says, Cap, ready when you are. The enemy. These guys will move back. What did I say? Red snake is a burner. He moves 5, so he moves right here. This guy moves 6. He comes all the way back. And this guy moves 7, and he moves back here. All right, so they're back. And then this guy moves 5, so that would be 3 and 2 more. Okay. The blue snake up here will move 5, so he can move 3, and then he'll move 2 this way. I don't really need to use the measuring stick. I'm pretty good at getting it 2. And then this guy will move 5 and 6. So like that. All right. So he moved. They're circling. And then let's go to the tower. The tower, everybody shifts this way. You still can't see them. That's good. And that is it for the enemy phase. My last 2 soldiers will double move. He can move 5 plus 2.5 is 7.5. He'll move 3, and 4.5 will get him at least I'll just put him in cover here. And then 6 and 9, he can move, double move 6. So he'd go 4 and 2. He could move again, but he's not going to. So they're all under the bridge. I'm going to take the bridge off so you can see them down here. And that is the soldier phase. These 2 moved and we're done. Now we go back to the captain phase. The captain has some choices here. These guys on the tower, I have a grenade launcher. If I launch it up here, I have a chance of taking both of them out. Of course, what that's going to do, it's going to trigger all of them to start moving this direction, and it's also going to wake her up. I don't really see an option here. No, he's invisible. No, he doesn't have camouflage yet. So he's going to group activate. He will, if he moves out, he might as well shoot. Okay, group activation, I can do these 3. He's a gunner. He's a rapid fire. He could do 2 shots against both of them. And then if he needs to, the captain could come out with his grenade launcher. The robot also has a carbine. He can fire 1 time. I'm going to get 3 different chances here. The medic can't shoot. He's got a range of 10. He can't get there. So I've got 3 chances to knock out all 3 of these. I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to move the rapid fire guy out first. Why? He gets 2 shots and his range is 24. So he can shoot at both of these. And the way rapid fire works is it says, now I've made 1 move action. It says if you have 1 move action or 1 action left, you may do 2 shooting attacks at 2 different targets within 2 of each other. Or I can do 1 shooting attack and it gets plus 2 damage. I'd rather try and hit both of them. So I'm rolling blue and the bad guys roll green. I'm going to shoot at green here. Green is a recruit. Now when you shoot, I use my shooting ability and they use their fight ability to evade. His fight is plus 2. My shoot on the rapid fire is plus 3. So I add plus 3 to the blue, plus 2 to the green. First shot. I rolled a 16 to his 1. He didn't even pay attention. 16 plus 3 is 19. And then you subtract their armor. 19 minus 10 is 9. I just did 9 damage. Their health is 12. So he's got 3 health left on him. And by the way, when you do more than 4 or more damage, you stun them. They're knocked down. And if they go under 4 health, they also get a wounded. The wounded means they can only take 1 action. So on his turn, the only thing he can do is stand up. That's it. Now let's see about purple. Plus 3, and purple is the burner, and the burner has a fight of plus 3, so it's even. Plus 3 versus plus 3. I rolled a 3 to its 16. So he heard his buddy go down, he turns, and he sees this guy. Now, it's still my turn. The robot steps out. He has a carbine, 24 range. He is plus 3 to plus 3. He will shoot. I got a 15 to his 14. I win. 19 versus his armor has 11. That's 8 points. He has 6 health left. I use green dice to indicate how much health is left. I use red dice to indicate how much damage has been done. So he's got 6 health left. And since I did more than 4, he is stunned and he's down. So he's not wounded, so he can stand up for 1 action and then shoot. But and by the way, because they're down, they are minus 2, or they're harder to hit. Let me read it to you. When you stun an enemy, it receives a plus 2 bonus to fight rolls against shooting, because it's basically it's low and it's trying to get cover. So they're going to be really hard to hit. But my captain has a grenade. And it doesn't really matter. He's going to step out and he's going to fire a grenade right here. Why? Because the grenade launcher, you pick a point and any creature within 1.5 inches of that has a +3 shooting attack against it. So it's worth trying to get a 3 damage or a 6 damage to kill him. It may not work. So to do that, I have to roll a 12 on this die. But his shoot is +3. So I need a 9. But a grenade launcher, because of its size and unwieldiness, it is -1 shoot. So I'm down to +2 shoot. And so my +2 and target number is 12. I need to hit a 10 or higher to hit this point right here. I rolled a 1. Now, when you roll, you take the distance in inches that you missed it by. I missed by 9 inches, and you do it in a random direction. So 9 inches could put it right here. It's too far away to hurt the captain, but we're going to roll it anyway. We're going to roll the green die, and wherever it's pointing, that's where it's going to go. It's going this way, 9 inches. So it bounces over here and goes off, boom. And that definitely is going to wake things up. All right, they've all shot 1, 2, and the medic is going to move here. And that is it for my captain phase. I get one more phase before she comes out and they all start moving. So I think it's time to get my guys where they can fire. Now the problem is none of them can move more than 9 inches, and that is not going to get me over here, but it could get me to the center. Oh yeah, so the center has lots of cover here, and when you control the center, I don't know if you ever played any strategy games, or even chess, for example. One of the strategies is center, owning the center, and when you own the center, you have a lot more options. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move my first mate. He's going to double move 9 all the way here. He is in cover. My robot can move, that's a robot, he can move 6, 3, 9. He can move 9, which is going to put him right about here. The last guy, the red guy, he can't quite get there. Well, maybe he could. Hold on. He'll move 2 and then 7. 7 puts him right here. I don't like how grouped they are because blue, oh no, blue is a burner. Oh, he has a flamethrower. Oh boy. That may have been a bad call. I'm going to move him. I can move one more. 3 and then 6. I'm going to tell him to go right here. He sees blue. This is bad. I mean, he's like, why did you tell me to come here? Well, you'll see. And that is it for the first mate phase. Now we go to the bad guys. All right, we have been alerted. They know that the damage. They know that's going this way, so they're going to start moving in that direction. If it were me, I would send all of them. But if I was playing this, I would. You know, if you didn't know where the enemy was, I would say move where the sound is. Let's do that. They will double move. You know, they're supposed to guard this, but their lives are in danger. So I think they will double move. Red Snake Commando will move 5, and he will move directly in that direction. He will move as fast in that direction as he can. So he'll go 5, and then he'll go an additional 2.5. Which is right there, and that's it. This one can move 9, so he takes off, even though the guy says, don't get too far ahead, it's too late, he's moving. And then this one can move 7. 7 plus 3.5 is 10.5. He'll move 6, and then 4.5 will put him up here. So they're all turning in this direction. All right, let's do this guy. He saw them go down, so he has a movement. He is a trooper. Trooper can move 5 plus 2.5 is 7.5. He will move this way. Now the bad news. All right, both of these are stunned. So the first action is this one will stand up, and he loses the stun, but he can't do anything more this turn. The snake, however, will stand up, and he can fire. Unfortunately for my captain is the closest. Oh, but hold on, he has a burner. The burner has a range of, that is a flamethrower. The template, oh, you know what? That's right. There's a template in the book, and I need to measure it for the flamethrower. It looks like it's going to be out of range. That is 8 inches. Okay, that was a nice even number. 8 inches. If he moves, he could get closer, but it still won't reach. So he can't move that. I mean, he already stood up. That was his move. He will fire the flamethrower. It comes to right about here, and the captain says, whoa, that was a little too close. Now, blue. Oops. Blue turns. As soon as he turns, he sees this guy, my trooper. He is within 8 inches. So he will fire his burner. The burner, let me turn to it. It's a nasty weapon. Let me see. Throwing and firing. That's that. Shooting a flamethrower. Place a point and make a separate shooting attack against it. So it is a shooting attack. Okay, the burner guy has a shoot of +2. +2, and my trooper, or my recruit is +2. So it's even. Let's see what happens. +2, +2. He rolled a 15 to my 6. All right, his 15 + 2 is 17, minus his armor of 10 is 7 points of damage. He has 5 health left, and he is stunned because he took more than 4 damage in one shot, but he's not wounded. And now we go to Sorn. Sorn is inside. She will move to the door. And she's not going to just poke her head. I mean, she'll poke her head out. She's not going to just walk out into a fire. She looks around. So she is looking around. She can't see any of them. She sees nothing, but she does see her troops running. So on her next turn, I need to present a target to her, or she will try to flee. That's her MO. All right, my friends, that is it for this video. I try to keep these under 30 minutes. I do apologize. I know you want to see how this ends. I do too, hopefully in my favor. But in the next video, we'll pick up right where we left off. I do appreciate you joining me for this video. Patrons, thank you for your support. Your support has allowed me to add Stargrave as one of my videos. You guys will always get access to the Stargrave game a week in advance of everyone else. Some of my games that I play are private only for my patrons. This is not one. This one I'll make available to the rest of the world, but my patrons will get it a week in advance, which means they will get the resolution of this game a week in advance. So if you are not a patron, it's only $2 a month. You might want to consider becoming a patron, and you'll get access to all of my private videos, plus all the regular videos I post on YouTube a week in advance, and it's not a bad deal. All right, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me on this game of Stargrave. I'm really loving this. I can't believe it's been so long since I've played Stargrave, but I'll be back in a week. Everybody, take care.